How's it going, guys? Get a lot of questions about corner saunas. Haven't made too many corner sauna videos, even though I'm in one right now. I think it looks really cool on camera because if you position it just right, it looks like these things are kind of like infinite. But anyway, wanted to just show you really quick here. The corner saunas don't heat up as fast as rectangular saunas. And part of that is because it has a larger cubic footage. I know a lot of people think that infrared saunas don't heat up the air temperature. They still do. It's just that the way that a corner sauna is laid out, it doesn't matter what the brand is. Let me see if I can put this down so that it's not moving around so much. The way that a corner sauna is laid out, it doesn't matter what model it is. Most of the heater coverage is in the rear, and you have a glass door, and you have 45-degree angles, and you have windows, and you have all this stuff. So the surface area of the actual heaters at point of body contact is less than in a rectangular sauna. Now the pro of that is that it's so much more spacious, it's easier to move around, it's easier to use this for two people, it's less claustrophobic, and it looks it's the best looking sauna that money can buy when you stick it in a room in a corner. It doesn't take anything, because if you stick a giant rectangular box in a corner of a room, it kind of like, I don't know, it screws with the aesthetics or the feel, or people that are into feng shui could probably explain it a lot better than I can. I don't know how to describe it. All I know is when you walk into a room and you've got an infrared sauna in there that's a corner sauna with a 45-degree angle and the door is set at a 45, it doesn't protrude into the room and make it awkward like some of the other saunas. And I absolutely love the way that it looks. Not only do I love the way that the corner sauna looks, I mean, I have my choice of saunas that I can use, right? But I choose this corner sauna because it's the most comfortable. It's the most comfortable feeling in here. I like being a little bit, bigger inside. I like all the extra windows. I like the fact that there's a bench next to me, like on a 90-degree angle, instead of just one straight bench. So I can put stuff next to me. I've got room for, extra towels if I'm doing different types of water, if I've got juices going or any electrolyte supplements and all that stuff. There's just more space, it's more comfortable, and I just like it. Now let's talk about the trade-offs. The trade-off is what I mentioned at the very beginning. A corner sauna takes longer to heat up because technically I've only got large heaters on two sides of me instead of 3 or 4. What I mean by that is this is a 90-degree corner angle behind me. So I don't know, this is a flat wall, right? This can kind of show you where I'm at. And this is a flat wall, right? And so that comes together at a 90. In a rectangular sauna, you'd have a big heater behind me, a big heater on the side of me, and a big heater on the side of me. In this sauna, we've got a big heater on this side, big heater on this side, small heaters in the front, small heaters in the front, and then glass, and then windows, and then corner panels. So the actual cubic footage of the sauna is larger, bigger, and then the surface area of the heaters is lower. And so that's not a dynamic that creates the fastest heating or preheating sauna on the planet. I think this house right now is either 70 or 71 degrees in this room at this moment. And it took extra time for the corner sauna to preheat to 140. It takes about 55 minutes for it to get to 139. Because when I walked in here, it had been 15. There was about, 11 to 15 minutes left on the clock, and it was at 138. So just to be safe, it takes 50 minutes. Let's just say it takes an hour to get to 140. And so I've only been in here for a couple of minutes. Obviously, there's no issue sweating at this temperature. All the folks that say, corner saunas don't get hot enough, they get plenty hot. You get plenty of infrared coverage. It's not the actual temperature of the sauna that you need to worry about. It is the preheat time though, because the corner saunas do take longer and they don't perform as well in cold weather. And it's not that the sauna itself doesn't perform as well in cold weather. I want to be really clear about this because a lot of people have questions about this. They're like, tons of sauna companies say you can't put it in a cold basement, you can't do this and you can't do that. The deal is, just like I just described to you, we have a little bit less of actual infrared coverage on the body. So what that translates to is if the environment is cold, if the sauna is struggling to reach temperature, a corner sauna is also at a disadvantage because it doesn't have the heater surface area close to your body to overcome the that disadvantage, basically. When you're in a rectangular sauna, you have heater here, heater here, heater behind you, and heaters in the front, like I said. Which, okay, so what does that mean? That means the body is in closer proximity to more infrared coverage, so even if the sauna is struggling, you get a better sweat quicker because you have more infrared penetration in those colder temperatures. Now, at this temperature range, at 70, obviously, let me see if I can balance this. I don't have the mountain here today. Obviously, in the 5 minutes and 25 seconds, plus the 3 minutes that I was in here before I got my towel situated and turned on the camera and all that stuff, obviously there's no issue getting a full body sweat in one of these. However, the winter is coming and a lot of people have asked a lot of questions about putting these in a garage that's cold, up north where it's cold, in an unheated basement where it's cold, all this stuff. I just want you guys to be mindful of the difference of what to look out for if you're looking for a corner sauna. I promote corner saunas 100% because I like them. It's my favorite sauna right now. It's the most comfortable. In fact, it's getting too hot in here and I'm talking on camera. It's hard to breathe. I'm gonna open the door a little bit, let some of this heat out. The corner sauna is extremely effective. Just be mindful, if you're gonna put it in a cold environment, you might wanna choose a rectangular sauna. The performance is a little bit better. I guess I should have just said that at the beginning of the video. It's just, I talked to so many people about this and I feel like a broken record. It never makes sense. It's really the heater layout of the sauna. And the benefit of it is that it's just so much more comfortable. The con is that the performance suffers a little bit. So if you're a person that doesn't care if it's 900 degrees in the sauna or is happy getting a sweat like this in less than 10 minutes or not going to put the sauna in freezing cold temperatures and just want the most comfortable, the most, beautiful, the most whatever, sauna that you can buy, this is what I would recommend. I'd highly recommend the Radiant Health Corner Sauna. If you use coupon code MattJustice-500, they will give you $500 off if you'd like. You don't have to use the code if you don't want to. They do track my referrals for that, but if there's another sauna out there that works for you, that's cool too. Just want to tell you the pros and the cons of the corner models. And if you like another brand, I would still highly suggest that you look into a corner sauna because they are way, way, way more comfortable, in my opinion, after using a ton of saunas. It could be because of my size. Right now I'm a little overweight, so I'm well over 200 pounds. I'm 6 feet tall, I'm broad-shouldered, and so a person of that frame is definitely going to appreciate the extra leg room, the extra wiggle room. So right now, I can sit sideways in this thing, and it's no problem. You cannot do that in a two-person rectangular sauna that works on a 15 amp outlet. You don't have to hire an electrician, plugs into the wall, works right out of the box. That's what I love about this thing. You can get it at radianthealthsaunas.com. It is not the knockoff Radiant sauna from Amazon or Wayfair. Beware, watch my other videos about that. But this sauna is awesome. Let me see if I can show you this. That's the door, that's the window. Don't mind those heat lamp bulbs up top. That's a modification that I was working on, showing somebody exactly how to do it in a corner sauna. People are freaking out over full spectrum saunas and is far infrared still just okay? If I don't have full spectrum, I'm not gonna have the latest and greatest and blah, blah, blah. As you can see, the body is being treated very, very well with just far infrared. Far infrared is the true workhorse in any infrared sauna. Don't buy into the hype. Don't buy into the full spectrum nonsense. Half the time you're not even getting the near infrared and it's a stupid upsell. You'd be better off just to get a far infrared sauna. Take the extra $2,000 you're going to spend over not buying a full spectrum sauna and get yourself a true PBMT light, photo biomodulation for true near infrared therapy, like the one I have in the other room. We're doing videos on those next week. Just thought I would show you guys my preference right now and then also drop some of the cliff notes from the conversations this week about corner saunas versus rectangular. Don't mean to hate on any one particular brand. Don't mean to hate on any one particular size. If you're in a small apartment like I started out in, where I didn't even have room for a sauna. I was in a 500 square foot treehouse. I've been through tough times also. And then I've also moved to a large lakefront condo with 5 rooms just to use for work and had every kind of sauna that you could possibly imagine. What I'm getting at is, if you only have the space or the budget for a one-person sauna, that'll work fine. If you have the space and the budget and the time requirements for a 4-person sauna, you want to hire an electrician, have an outlet put in, dedicated circuit, all that stuff, 2 opposing benches so you can put your feet up or be in there with a spouse, hey, great. It's more expensive, but you're going to love it. If you're in kind of the medium situation, which is kind of like what I'm in right now, a corner sauna like this is the largest two-person sauna that you can get on a 15 amp circuit that has glass, has frontal infrared all the way around, and still works without hiring an electrician. You can plug it into any outlet. It's pretty much the best bang for the buck, unless you're in the north, unless you absolutely need a rectangular sauna for some of the reasons that we talked about. So instead of rambling, I'll let you guys comment down below. Let me know what you'd like to see next, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Have a great night, guys.